I shouldn't tell you this, Lucy, but Andrea's husband has left her. No, I didn't think you knew. Devastating, isn't it? She's insisting on being completely private about it, and of course I totally respect that, but I really feel you ought to know. We've been friends with Andrea since school, you, me and Millie. The fabulous foursome. Anyway, I'm telling you now so that you can take the opportunity to be quietly supportive. You don't need to actually tell her that you know, but the fact that you do know means that you'll be sensitive to her distress and her random bouts of crying. And I shouldn't tell you this, but it's Ruth Whedon he's gone off with. Yes, Ruth, who set up the Stop the Folksham Bypass group. No, of course you couldn't have known that either. But now you know why Nigel suddenly became so passionately interested in voles and bats. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of all this dramatic news, Lucy, but to be honest, now that you know about Ruth Whedon and the whole situation, there's far less chance that you'll accidentally say something upsetting to Andrea, isn't there? I've never seen Nigel looking so happy. I mean, it'd be awful if you said something like that, wouldn't it? Even though it's actually true. I imagine you'll probably tell Millie. Well, you will, won't you? I think you should. Unfortunately, I can't because Millie isn't speaking to me at the moment, just because I told a few friends the ad agency has let her go. Yes, after 15 years, and after she landed that major serial account. Well, I don't think she should be trying to cope with that kind of humiliation on her own, do you? I was only trying to help, make sure her friends were aware, but anyway, Millie being in a little bit of a huff with me shouldn't stand in the way of Millie knowing about Andrea and Nigel and Ruth Whedon. Don't you agree? And I shouldn't tell you this, but I know I can rely on you not to repeat it. Nigel has applied for a job in Edinburgh. No, Andrea doesn't have a clue. I only know because I have the same hairdresser as one of the account managers at Nigel's firm, and we always enjoy a good chat while we're getting our foils put in. Of course, she tells me things in the absolute strictest confidence because she knows she can trust me. Well, yes, I'm telling you, Lucy, but you're not just anybody. I'm very selective and careful in what I say, and you can be assured that it's always with someone's best interests at heart. Oh, goodness, you aren't still upset about me telling Andrea and Millie you had a dubious smear test, are you? What if it had been cancer? We needed to stand ready to support you in case you needed further treatment. Yes, lots of women have positive smear tests, but they haven't all been as liberal with their favours as you have, Lucy. Now, I'm not saying that to upset you. I think it's important to face facts, that's all. I think it's wonderful that it's all worked out and that you have a lovely, healthy cervix. No one could be happier about that than I am. Oh, and I shouldn't tell you this, but I think book club might be a little bit tense this evening because of my choice. Joanna Trollope at her finest, but it is about the breakdown of a marriage. Well, yes, I could have changed it, but honestly, it's so convincingly written. And you never know. It might trigger Andrea in a healthy way and she'll end up confiding in us all. Oh, you're not coming? Oh, well, that's a shame. You're going to the Folksham Cine Club with Millie? Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Oh, I've seen that thriller they're showing. Oh, I shouldn't tell you this, but it turns out that the president's aide is actually a double agent, and he's been working with the Russians all along. Oh, it's really well acted. Have a lovely evening, and do give my best to Millie.